Ramona, Connor, good to see you both. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
It's always exciting. It's always a weird feeling, though, right? You make this movie, some people see it, and then it goes to theaters. Like, Connor, there's not much. Like, are you used to that feeling of like you make something, you wait, and then it comes out?
Yeah, well, we filmed this like almost 2.5 years ago now, summer of 21. We premiered in South by 2022, and then finally it's coming out 2024. It is a waiting game, but I think there's proof that the long game works in this industry.
I can't keep track of time anymore. Like, I feel like Ramona, when we talked for Never Have I Ever, how long ago was that? That felt like forever ago. Was that last year?
I think that was 2023. I agree.
It's so crazy. Ramona, one of my favorite things about the prank is, and I'm wondering which one kind of stood out more when you're reading the script. It's a genre-bending movie right down the middle. It's got the comedy, it's got the thriller crime component of it. Which element kind of stood out more when you were reading the script for this specifically?
Oh, I don't know like which element specifically, but I knew when I was reading it, I laughed. I was sweaty in my armpit.
Sweaty.
I like want to know what happened next. So it was like a mixture of a lot of emotions.
Yeah, there's a lot kind of happening there. Connor, what is that process of reading a script and then going and actually filming it? Because in a lot of ways, there's the before filming and while filming kind of journeys from a storytelling acting perspective. Does it feel like two separate journeys, or is it all one big journey with multiple steps?
I'd say a little bit of both, right? Sometimes it's your own journey, right? You're prepping on your own. You have a preconceived idea of what the scene is. Then you get to set. Rita's changed it up in her own way, and then Maureen's wanting you to riff and improvise a little bit. But I will attest to the fact that we were given the platform to really have fun and improvise and play with each other as cast members. So it was fun.
That's interesting because I ask that question a lot, and I usually get like it's all one journey, multiple steps. You're the first person to say it's a little bit of both, so I just want to thank you for that. You made it interesting. Ramona, I always walk on eggshells with these interviews because you don't want to give too much away. I feel like for this one, I went in fresh, right? Like I didn't even watch the trailer for it. I think that's the best way to go. The only thing I will say, and I'm just wondering how you kind of take that from a script and then how it translates on screen, is your characters can just make bad decisions, and then we just see what happens and what happens and what happens. So as an actor, what is that like, kind of like seeing this character making bad decisions and then having to go kind of perform that specifically?
I mean, it was very fun to do, first of all. I think Tanner has her own reasons for doing what she does out of what she thinks is being a good friend and coming from her own insecurity of potentially losing that friendship. So, I mean, I justify it in my own head, but overall, it was a lot of fun to portray.
To kind of add to that too, we're looking at these characters, and both your characters are kind of figuring things out, scene after scene, and the audience member is kind of like, what are they going to do? Like, how are they going to get out of this? Like, everything just seems to get worse and worse. Connor, I'm just curious, with that being said, are you ever conscious of the audience member watching the prank while you're making it, knowing that you're going to have this kind of like whodunit, edge of your seat moment, or does that kind of happen afterwards?
That's a very good question, because I was thinking about it the other. I heard a question in an interview she was doing, and it was, sorry, I lost my train of thought.
What was the question?
It was,
are you aware of the audience?
Oh, it's like, yeah, what would you change? Like if you could go back, right, knowing it's in theaters, right? And I love that because I quite honestly don't ever think about it when we're filming. Yeah. And now we have a finished product that's going to be seen in theaters, and yeah, we just have to be cool with it. I wish I could have the lens of what would the audience think, but no, didn't have
Absolutely.
that.
Well, this is great. I can't wait for people to see it. I mean, it's going to be in theaters March 15th, The Prank. Ramona, Connor, so great chatting with you both. Thank you so much, and all the best with future projects.
Thank you so much. It was great meeting you.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.